Hey Office of Admissions, my name is Lozano-Garcia and I was waitlisted to the class of 2020 regular decision. Before you guys make decisions about waitlist applicants, I would like to go over a few reasons why it is my ultimate desire to go to University of Chicago, my dream school. I am a Latino male who grew up in the city of Saginaw, a city with one of the highest crime rates in the nation. The city is a battleground for the futures of young men like myself, where bullet wounds meant bravery and books meant weakness. Growing up around my grandfather, who was a narcotic and gun trafficker for many years, I began to wonder what my station in life was to be. Was I meant to carry on the legacy of crime that my family once revered? Dare I have the audacity to believe that there is something more out there than this? It was when I was 6 years old at a prison visit when I noticed all of the black and brown faces in there and wondered, was this my destiny? Serving time in the penitentiary was surely more respectable than attending a prestigious university, at least in my community. So I can see how many young Latinos in Saginaw went down that road. Yet I promised myself never to venture down that path, which was difficult since I grew up on 17th and Perkins, where chances of being a victim to homicide are 1 in 14. The only time I want to be within any 7% is if I'm among those accepted at the University of Chicago. What appeals to me most about the University of Chicago is of course its prestige, notable alum, student preparation, but most importantly, its countless contributions to society. And in all honesty, it particularly amazes me how the University of Chicago, which is located in the south side of Chicago, can maintain and sustain that legacy. Some parts of Chicago are very much like Saginaw. Crime and poverty are abundant. Growing up in these elements caused me to question how a society can simply accept this as a norm. The University of Chicago is a bit of an oasis in comparison to my hometown and experiences. In response to my experience of growing up in Saginaw, a spark inside of me has grown into a flame, and I desire to contribute to society just as the University of Chicago has. It's been a challenge growing up in a city like Saginaw and having aspirations. All too often, dreams fall by the wayside because of lacking opportunities or negative influences. But it is for those reasons that I must be the change and bring forth a revolution. Therefore, I accepted the challenge to uplift myself as well as school and community by creating opportunities where none existed. I've challenged my schoolmates to service the community through volunteer work. I've challenged my school district in adding another advanced placement course, and I've challenged myself by playing for one of the top-ranked basketball teams in the nation. I've even caught the attention of head coach Mike McGrath, yes, from the University of Chicago, and discussed a possible walk-on opportunity on UChicago's men's basketball team. It is this competitive spirit that is inside of me that causes me to go against the grain. It is my will to be a game changer, a voice for the unheard, and to bring attention to those who, like myself, are hardworking and strong, yet are labeled at risk or a liability by society. This is why I would like to pursue a career in journalism. With the global representation that the University of Chicago and the city itself has to offer, I can't think of a better place to learn and pursue a career in journalism. I will take full advantage of my resources, learn from my peers and professors, provide service work throughout the city, specifically the south side of Chicago, and be an asset to the hardworking student body of the University of Chicago.